There was a time when power announced itself in stone. Granite walls, iron gates, flags rising above battlements. Today, power moves at the speed of light. It doesn't march across land. It flows through fiber. It breathes inside cold wallets and encrypted vaults. And somewhere on a remote stretch of coastline, where the cliffs fall violently into a black, restless sea, stands a structure that understands this shift better than any palace ever could. They call it the Crypto Mogul Digital Fortress. From a distance, it doesn't scream wealth. It hums precision. The silhouette is severe and geometric. Two interlocking monoliths of matte obsidian concrete, anchored directly into bedrock. No ornament. No excess. Just mass and intent. The facade absorbs light instead of reflecting it, as if the building itself refuses to broadcast. Because real power doesn't advertise. It encrypts. The approach is deliberately disorienting. A private road carved into the cliff spirals downward instead of upward, subverting the ancient psychology of castles. Historically, elevation meant dominance. Here, dominance is discretion. The structure is partially embedded into the rock face, a decision rooted not only in aesthetics, but in threat modeling. In a world where wealth can be seized with a keystroke, architecture becomes cybersecurity's physical twin. The outer perimeter is a layered security ecosystem, thermal sensors integrated into landscape boulders, AI-monitored drone corridors, and biometric checkpoints hidden within minimalist steel frames. Nothing protrudes unnecessarily. Nothing signals weakness. The gate doesn't swing open. It retracts silently into the earth. And when it does, the first thing you notice isn't opulence. It's silence. A courtyard carved from raw stone sits at the center, open to the sky yet shielded from outside view. In its middle, a single black reflecting pool mirrors the horizon line. Water meets geometry. Nature meets code. The symbolism is deliberate. Liquidity. At the core of this fortress lives the command center. Not a throne room. A trading war room. Floor-to-ceiling OLED panels curve along a circular chamber, displaying live blockchain data streams, decentralized exchange dashboards, satellite feeds, and global market heat maps. The room is acoustically insulated to the point where even a whisper feels intentional. In the center stands a circular desk crafted from a single slab of carbon fiber composite, reinforced with titanium lattice beneath. Embedded seamlessly within it, multi-layer encrypted hardware nodes, air-gapped cold storage units, and quantum-resistant security modules. This isn't decor. It's infrastructure. Above the chamber, a suspended glass oculus filters in a controlled shaft of natural light. During the day, sunlight tracks across the space like a silent clock. At night, the oculus becomes a projection portal, mapping real-time constellations above the fortress. Old navigators once relied on stars. Modern empires navigate hash rates. Every design decision here reflects a psychological doctrine. Control the environment, control the mind. The lighting temperature adjusts based on circadian optimization. The airflow system is zoned to maintain peak cognitive performance. The walls incorporate subtle acoustic diffusers to reduce mental fatigue during 18-hour market cycles. Because volatility never sleeps. And neither does ambition. Beyond the command chamber lies a private data vault, a room encased in layered Faraday shielding, preventing electromagnetic intrusion. Access requires multi-factor biometric authentication, retinal scan, pulse signature recognition, and gait analysis. Even if someone replicated the mogul's face, they couldn't replicate his rhythm. The vault houses more than cold wallets. It stores sovereign backups, offline ledgers etched onto titanium plates, secured within fireproof capsules. Insurance against the unthinkable. Protection against digital extinction. Historically, rulers fortified against armies. This fortress fortifies against entropy. Step outside onto the western terrace and the architecture softens, slightly. A cantilevered infinity pool stretches toward the ocean's horizon, its edge razor-thin. Underneath, reinforced glass panels reveal waves crashing against the cliff below. Swimming here feels like floating above risk itself. Adjacent to the terrace stands a private helipad, not perched arrogantly on a rooftop, but integrated into a retractable platform concealed within the structure. When inactive, it disappears completely, leaving only uninterrupted geometry. Visibility is vulnerability. Even luxury is strategic. Inside the residential wing, minimalism reaches a different dimension. Polished basalt floors. Seamless walls of dark walnut. Furnishings custom designed with low profiles and sharp lines. The bedroom suite faces the ocean, framed by a single uninterrupted pane of ballistic glass. No curtains. No distractions. Just horizon. A fireplace set into the wall burns bioethanol with a smokeless, controlled flame, more algorithm than fire. Opposite it, a hidden panel slides open to reveal a secure communication hub capable of encrypted satellite calls independent of terrestrial networks. Redundancy is freedom. And yet, for all its technical dominance, the fortress is not cold. There is a meditation chamber carved directly into the cliff's natural cavity, where the rock remains exposed and untouched. No screens. No signals. Only raw stone and the sound of the tide reverberating through hidden acoustic channels. Because clarity precedes strategy. Every mogul understands this. Markets are emotional ecosystems disguised as mathematics. The true edge is psychological sovereignty. The Crypto Mogul Digital Fortress is not built to impress guests. It is built to eliminate friction between thought and execution. Between vision and command. As dusk falls, the building transforms. LED perimeter lines embedded within architectural seams glow faintly, tracing the fortress in razor-thin light. From offshore, it resembles a fragment of a motherboard rising from the sea. An island of intent. A physical blockchain. In medieval times, kings fortified their wealth behind stone and steel. In the digital age, the elite fortify theirs behind code and architecture that thinks. This is not a mansion. It's a sovereign node. And this is only the beginning. Power used to be measured in land. Acres. Borders. Flags planted into soil. Now it's measured in bandwidth. In latency. In the fraction of a second between signal and execution. The Crypto Mogul Digital Fortress was designed around that fraction. Behind the visible monolith lies a second layer, an underground lattice extending deep into the cliff. 3 subterranean levels form the operational spine of the estate. Not for spectacle. For continuity. Level 1 is resilience. A private microgrid powered by a hybrid energy system. Tidal turbines embedded into the cliff base. Photovoltaic glass integrated into upper facades, and a hydrogen backup array sealed within blast-rated chambers. Energy independence isn't environmental branding here. It's strategic autonomy. If the grid collapses, the fortress doesn't flicker. It continues. A climate-controlled server chamber occupies the eastern wing of this level. Unlike commercial data centers that prioritize scale, this chamber prioritizes sovereignty. Custom liquid cooling loops hum quietly beneath raised titanium flooring. Every rack is spaced with surgical precision to prevent thermal hotspots and electromagnetic bleed. Air is filtered through a multi-stage purification system designed to eliminate microscopic conductive particles. Even dust is treated like a threat vector. In the center of the chamber stands a single isolated cabinet, physically separated from the rest. This is the cold core. A vault within a vault. Hardware wallets stored inside vacuum-sealed modules, each requiring physical presence and synchronized biometric approval. No remote override. No backdoor. The second subterranean level is mobility. A concealed vehicle gallery houses armored electric hypercars tuned for silent acceleration. The entry system is camouflaged within the cliffside, revealed only when specific geolocation signatures align with encrypted signals from the owner's devices. Inside, the lighting is low and directional, like a private museum of speed. Walls finished in brushed graphite. Floor in polished black resin. Charging stations integrated seamlessly into structural columns. Exit routes branch in multiple directions, one ascending to the primary gate, another leading to a tunnel carved through bedrock toward an inland extraction point. Because contingency is a language spoken fluently here, the third level is the most restricted. No architectural photography has ever captured it. No drone has flown near it. It is the continuity chamber, a hardened safe zone designed to sustain life for extended periods in case of geopolitical instability, cyber warfare escalation, or infrastructure collapse. Water purification units. Independent oxygen regeneration. Medical suite equipped with AI-assisted diagnostics. Food reserves stored in modular hydroponic capsules illuminated by calibrated spectrum lighting. The fortress assumes nothing about the future. It prepares for all of it. Above ground, however, the narrative shifts. The public face of the fortress is deliberate restraint. The Great Hall, a double-height living space, features a wall of dynamic glass capable of transitioning from transparent to opaque within milliseconds. During the day, it frames the ocean in brutalist minimalism. At night, it transforms into a projection surface displaying abstract generative art created from live blockchain data. Transactions become visual symphonies. Volatility becomes color. It's art born from markets. The dining area is anchored by a 12-seat table carved from a single slab of rare black marble veined with silver. Embedded beneath its surface are inductive charging zones and encrypted device lockers, ensuring that even during private gatherings, digital hygiene remains intact. Conversations here are intentional. Phones don't linger face up. Adjacent to the hall sits the strategy lounge, an intimate space with low modular seating arranged in a semicircle. Instead of televisions, the walls house retractable ultra-thin displays capable of hosting encrypted telepresence conferences with global partners. From Singapore to Zurich to Dubai, the fortress connects seamlessly to financial capitals without surrendering physical position. Geography has become optional. Privacy has not. The master suite on the upper level is less a bedroom and more a command horizon. The bed faces east, aligned with sunrise. Circadian lighting embedded into ceiling recesses gradually transitions from deep amber to crisp daylight, synchronizing the mogul's internal clock with global trading cycles. A private balcony extends outward in a sharp cantilever, with no visible supports. Standing there feels like hovering above the ocean's curvature. Below, waves crash against stone with violent regularity, a reminder that chaos is natural. Control is constructed. Inside the walk-in vault wardrobe, biometric safes are disguised as monolithic cabinets. Not for jewelry. For hardware. For devices that hold keys capable of moving billions in digital value across continents in seconds. This is a different species of wealth. It weighs nothing. It occupies no vaults in central banks. It lives in strings of cryptographic proof. And yet, here it is, given physical form through architecture that refuses fragility. The wellness wing completes the paradox. A spa carved into the rock face features a thermal plunge pool overlooking the sea through a narrow horizontal aperture. Steam rises against basalt walls while embedded speakers emit low-frequency soundscapes tuned to reduce cortisol levels. Peak performance demands recovery. There is a private gym with altitude simulation technology, allowing training under variable oxygen conditions. A body conditioned for stress is a mind sharpened for risk. Even the library defies expectation. No towering bookshelves. Instead, a circular room lined with interactive panels storing digitized manuscripts on economics, cryptography, philosophy, and military strategy. At its center, a single physical book rests on a pedestal beneath a spotlight. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Because while the battlefield has changed, the principles haven't. Know yourself. Know your adversary. Win before the fight begins. As night deepens, offshore security drones trace silent arcs above the water. Their presence is subtle but constant. The fortress becomes a low-frequency pulse against the darkness, a heartbeat embedded in stone. This structure does not chase attention. It withdraws from it. It understands that the greatest advantage in the digital age isn't visibility. It's asymmetry. While the world scrolls through headlines and speculative charts, inside the fortress decisions are made with calm precision. Positions entered. Positions exited. Capital deployed into emerging protocols before the mainstream even recognizes the shift. Fortunes here are not gambled. They are engineered. The Crypto Mogul Digital Fortress is not simply a residence. It is an interface between human intuition and decentralized power. A bridge between primal survival instincts and algorithmic dominance. And the deeper you look, the clearer it becomes. This isn't about luxury. It's about control over time itself. There is a moment, just before dawn, when the ocean goes completely still. The wind pauses. The tide recalibrates. The horizon softens into a thin line of silver. Inside the digital fortress, that moment is never wasted. At 4:12 a.m., the lighting system transitions from night mode to pre-market spectrum. Screens awaken in silence. Data begins flowing across curved panels like liquid intelligence. Asia is closing. Europe is stretching. America is preparing to open its eyes. This is the hour where empires shift quietly. The crypto mogul doesn't rush into the command chamber. He walks through corridors of matte stone and shadow, past walls that contain more encrypted value than many national treasuries, past glass that can withstand ballistic impact yet appears weightless against the sea. The architecture is designed to slow the body and sharpen the mind. By the time he steps into the war room, the world has already moved billions in digital value. But the fortress is ahead of it. Algorithms developed in-house analyze liquidity depth across decentralized exchanges. AI models simulate geopolitical headlines before they trend. Custom dashboards track validator performance across multiple chains, identifying micro-instabilities invisible to retail investors. This is not speculation. It's orchestration. A subtle gesture across the carbon fiber desk triggers a secure execution protocol. Orders fragment into smaller tranches, routed through layered pathways to avoid slippage and detection. Capital moves without announcing itself. Like a submarine beneath volatile waters. Outside, waves strike the cliff in repetitive violence. Inside, the environment remains composed. The meditation chamber, carved from raw stone, has already done its work. 30 minutes before sunrise, breath replaced noise. Strategy replaced impulse. Because in markets driven by fear and euphoria, emotional neutrality becomes a weapon. The fortress was built around that principle. Psychological insulation is just as critical as physical security. As the morning progresses, encrypted calls bridge continents. A founder in Dubai discussing tokenized infrastructure. A venture partner in Singapore structuring exposure to an emerging protocol. A policy strategist in Washington analyzing regulatory tremors. The digital fortress doesn't sit isolated from the world. It anchors it. Every room plays a role in maintaining that anchor. The dining hall becomes a negotiation arena. The strategy lounge hosts quiet alliances. The balcony, suspended over open ocean, becomes a place where billion-dollar decisions are distilled into single sentences. No boardroom towers. No skyline distractions. Just horizon. Because horizon thinking creates asymmetric outcomes. By midday, the helipad platform rises silently from its concealed chamber. A matte black helicopter descends against the cliffside wind. No fanfare. No public tracking. Arrival and departure are events measured in minutes, not headlines. Visitors who step inside the fortress often expect spectacle. They encounter discipline. Minimalist corridors. Controlled lighting. Air that feels filtered through intention itself. They realize quickly that this structure isn't designed to impress them. It's designed to outlast them. Below ground, the microgrid hums steadily. Energy harvested from tide and sun circulates through the estate's veins. Servers maintain uptime with clinical precision. Cold storage remains sealed behind layers of authentication that cannot be socially engineered. In a world addicted to exposure, the fortress practices subtraction. No unnecessary noise. No architectural vanity. No reliance on fragile systems beyond its control. As afternoon volatility hits global markets, price swings flash across screens in violent spikes. Billions erased. Billions created. Social media erupts. Analysts shout predictions into digital voids. Inside the war room, decisions remain measured. Positions are hedged before panic becomes trend. Liquidity pools are entered before narratives inflate them. Exposure is reduced before regulators clear their throats. Foresight here is not mystical. It's engineered from information density and emotional distance. The sun begins its descent over the ocean. Golden light cuts across the cantilevered balcony, casting sharp shadows against obsidian concrete. The infinity pool mirrors the sky's transition from blue to fire. Standing there, the crypto mogul looks less like a financier and more like a sovereign. Not because of ego, because of autonomy. True wealth in the digital era is not yachts or headlines. It's independence from centralized fragility. It's the ability to transact without permission, to store value without borders, to exit systems that no longer align with your vision. The digital fortress is a physical declaration of that philosophy. Architecture as ideology. Stone as code. When night falls, the structure returns to near invisibility. Perimeter lighting reduces to faint linear traces. Offshore drones maintain silent patrol arcs. The helipad retracts. The gates seal seamlessly into terrain. From the sea, it appears as nothing more than a shadow against a darker horizon. And that is the point. Because the greatest power in the modern world is not dominance. It is optionality. The ability to move without being seen. To deploy without being predicted. To build without asking for validation. Medieval kings built castles to protect gold. Industrial magnates built skyscrapers to symbolize scale. The new elite build fortresses that protect access. Access to decentralized networks. Access to uncensorable capital. Access to time. Time to think. Time to execute. Time to outlast volatility itself. Long after headlines rotate and hype cycles collapse, the fortress remains embedded in stone, self-powered, self-secured, self-governed. A sovereign node overlooking an ancient ocean. The Crypto Mogul Digital Fortress is not a house. It is a thesis. A thesis that the future of wealth will not be stored in vaults guarded by men, but in architecture guarded by design. And for those who understand that shift, one truth becomes undeniable. In the age of code, the ultimate luxury is control.